And all the fish is happy as up through the waves they roll. The fish on the land ain't happy, they sad cause they in the bowl. The fish on the boat.
You film me, I film you.
Go on then.
Yeah.
Give me a try of the tiny tikka. Tiny tikka. That's very nice. And then carrots. Simone is helping me expand my knowledge of Asian culture, and I are now about to try Malaysian food, which I have not tried yet.
I'm still waiting for like the day that you can come to Malaysia with me.
Yes, I look forward to the day when that will be
We're
on
actually
holiday.
lazy. Shop Malaysia down the road.
Watch as I burnt.
Are you happy, Simone?
I know, it's so hard to find. I found it.
It's currently Sunday of week 31, and what a week it's been. I actually haven't done any exercise of any way, shape or form this week. Earlier in the week, I spent most of the week sorting things out, getting things ready for other things. I had my first voiceover jobs in this last 2 weeks, and it's been a bit crazy, to say the least, and a bit hectic. But the heat was absolutely terrifying this last week. I didn't physically get up early enough to have a run. I was struggling to sleep. And by the time I did have time to go on a run, it was just far too hot. I was collapsing from exhaustion. So it wasn't going to happen. Then on Thursday, we actually spent the entire day travelling. We spent the entire day getting the house tidy and sorted because our friend's parrots were staying over while we went down to London for my birthday weekend, because it was my birthday yesterday, or as far as this video is concerned, yesterday on Saturday. We went down to London for it. We spent the whole day Thursday getting ready and travelling down to London itself. Then on Friday, we got up late because we didn't get to the hotel until like 2 o'clock in the morning. Or was it 1 o'clock? 1 o'clock in the morning, sorry, we got to the hotel eventually. So we got to the hotel really late. We all ended up sleeping in until about 10:30. And then we got up, we went for breakfast at a local cafe, which was absolutely delicious. The food was marvellous while we were down south. We then went for a walk in one of the local parks. I don't know the name of the park that it was in, but it was a really cute little park and it had a lovely little duck pond. So we had a stroll around there, went home and then got changed and freshened up. I had a bit of a power nap because I was still tired. And then after my power nap, we got showered, we got dressed and then went to watch Spirited Away in theatre at the London Coliseum. And oh my God, it was the best show I have ever seen in my life. Obviously photos and videos were banned, so I couldn't get a photo or video of anything, but I did get the book, the page thing that actually comes with it. What's it called? I can't remember what it's called. The book that you can get. I ended up buying that as a souvenir, as well as several t-shirts and also a mug for my mug collection. And we had just the most marvellous time. It was the most spectacular show. It was amazing. The athleticism of those theatre performers was just out of this world. And it kind of made me jealous and also motivated me a little bit to improve my own level of fitness. The thing that really motivated me to get back on track recently though was when we actually went to sit in the seats at the Coliseum, I only just fit in the seat. The seats was not narrow, it was normal human sized and I was too big for it. And at one point when trying to get out of the seat, I actually got stuck and struggled to get out. Oh, you know when you're not doing well and you can't get out of the chair. Regardless of my weight, the show was absolutely amazing. It was wonderful. It was the best thing I have ever seen. And like I said, the athleticism of the actual cast was out of this world. They put parkour and freaking calisthenics pros to shame with some of the stuff they were doing. It was absolutely magnificent, really was magnificent. Then on the Saturday, which was my actual birthday, we started off in the morning. The plan was to just have a light breakfast at a cafe and then do something, but we ended up waking up late and my friends woke up late as well that we went with. And then they said, right, come on, we have booked a Malaysian restaurant. They actually found a Malaysian restaurant, and my friends are actually from Malaysia originally. They've not found any Malaysian sort of food here up north. So they did actually find a Malaysian restaurant, and they have introduced me to so much food, or cultured food. Like, they've introduced me to Korean barbecues, they've introduced me to Thai food, and I've loved it all so far. And they finally got the opportunity to introduce me to Malaysian food. The plan was to go to this Malaysian restaurant, and they told me, oh yeah, it's about 20 minutes away on the bus, which it was. Which was also a challenge because I've not rode on public transport for a very long time, so we had to get the underground to the Colosseum and then we had to get the bus on the Saturday, so it was very strange. We got off the bus, we went for a wander around an arts and crafts store because we are all very crafty people and quite artistic people. Went for a nosy around the arts and crafts store, then crossed the road to go to what I thought was the Malaysian restaurant. As we were waiting for them at the road, they turned around and said, right, we're here, and pointed at a little shop with a skeleton in the window. And I couldn't really take much notice of what was actually in the shop because there was a load of biker sort of people. I say biker sort of people, like metalheads. And I can say that because I used to be one myself. But there was a group of like biker-esque, metal-esque people stood in front of it, so I couldn't really see what the sign was to tell me what was actually in. All I could see was this skeleton with the letters BREA and some, what's the word? Steampunk-like cogs around it. So I'm looking at it going, this doesn't look like a Malaysian restaurant. And I was very confused. And my friend tried to take a video to get my reaction, to say, look, this is why we brought you. And I'm like, this is a Malaysian restaurant? It doesn't look like a Malaysian restaurant. Why is there a skeleton in the window? I was so confused. So she was very, very surprised by my reaction. But my reaction was based off, I had no idea what I was looking at. I was looking at a black shop with a skeleton in it. I'm like, this is a weird Malaysian restaurant. I was still very convinced we were going to a Malaysian restaurant. And then they actually had to tell me it's an escape room. I was like, oh, how did you know? So I was very excited, and they told me that we are actually doing the Wizarding World escape room, which for copyright purposes is not Harry Potter themed, but it was marvellous. We were basically playing year 2, taking down the basilisk, and it was a brilliant escape game room, and it was so much fun, and it was so interesting, and it was just great. That's the only way I can describe it. It was just absolutely brilliant. It was really well detailed. Getting started was a bit of a challenge because we were told not to touch any of the furniture or to move any of the furniture and not to try and force things. So we didn't think at first to open a drawer, which was actually the starting clue, was to open a drawer and find a book. So we spent a good 5 to 10 minutes looking around the room trying to work out how to start this goddamn escape room. We found loads of clues towards later puzzles, but couldn't find the starting puzzle to actually get us going. But we eventually got there, we eventually worked it out, we were all good, and we had a brilliant time, we really did. It was such a wonderful surprise. I really do love escape rooms. I absolutely adore escape rooms. I think they are amazing for teamwork, they are so much fun, you get so excited when you work out a clue. And in order to not spoil it for anyone, I can't actually discuss the puzzles in the room itself. But it was very, very, very wizarding themed. And there were so many little random doors that started opening. We had to climb down a ladder at one point, which was great. And it was just fun. That's the only way I can explain it. There was just so much involved in it. It was so well designed. It was just wonderfully fun. It was so good. And then after that, we did actually go to the Malaysian restaurant and had food at the Malaysian restaurant, which was really, really, really lovely, really delicious. And then unfortunately we started heading home and came home to the birds, so the birds could actually get some out of cage time. And they were very well looked after by my partner's parents, who did an amazing job of looking after them, and I could never be so much more grateful. I really, really couldn't be more grateful for what they've done for us over the years, and especially for looking after our little girls. We do want children one day, but while currently we don't have children, the parrots are our children. They are the equivalent of children in my mind until I actually get my own if I ever have the privilege of actually having my own children. Another thing that I got was a lot of love and affection. I had a lot of people sending me wonderful birthday messages, to which I am so grateful. And my friend actually got me this mug. This is my new tea mug, and it is very, 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 very accurate for me. I've had several days where I can't adult recently. Several. But I do love my big mugs, and I've only got really 1/2 big mugs, so now I've got a third big mug, so I'm very happy. But yes, that has been my birthday week / weekend. I do apologise, there's been no exercise this week, but it can't be helped. It can't be helped. It's one of those, I was hoping to do a run yesterday when we got back, but I wasn't expecting to get back at 9 o'clock at night. And I was hoping to do a run before we actually went away on Thursday, but there wasn't enough time. We ended up having to rush so much to get everything done and everything ready and sorted for the birds to stay over. And then I was meant to be doing another run today, but I am so exhausted from the weekend. It has been such great fun, and it will be a weekend I never forget, but I do need a rest from it. We did so much walking. So I am going to have a chill today. I'm going to let today be a full-on rest day. Might do some video editing. I'm going to be doing some gaming with Jason and just rest and relax and do some Japanese homework. I badly need to do my Japanese homework. I've not done it again this week. Anyway, that's it for this very short, brief week 31. I hope you've enjoyed it. It's probably not been enjoyable in any way, shape or form. But thank you for anyone who did send me birthday messages, and I hope you all have a lovely week. And here we go, ready for week 32, which is the start of my Getting Fit at 36 series.
36?
Yes, 36. Stop calling me 40. I am not that old yet. Yes, Getting Fit at 36 starts on Monday, and not only does that start, the Tap Brothers community group have decided that August is going to be Rapid Primal Fitness Month challenge. So I'm going to actually have to get my arse in gear and do the Rapid Primal Fitness as well as my running training, and hopefully that'll re-kickstart me into fitness mode, but we'll see. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.